Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Utah Utes offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Going for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Utes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Makes the catch near the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Mountaineers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those 2.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got...
Grabs it inside the 15! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Utes can lay this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Run it with the fullback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
Give to the big fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Singleton. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Finds a little space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Singleton, trying to set up the screen. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
It'll be a draw. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Utes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. short. To the air, it's Singleton. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in, it's Gore. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Utes!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the quarterback goes down all the way back in his 4-yard line. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Utes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's got great speed. Touchdown, West Virginia. Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Looking for for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Why not double the try total and go for 2?
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Working that wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Gore. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He got it. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbold. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
To throw, it's Singleton. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got his man on the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. On the run, fires downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lofts one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Utes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Swings it out to the flat. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed over the middle. It sucks. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Utes will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He turns that loose down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Open field on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone to
defensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Reads it, fires complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Moving away from pressure. Finds his tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Works the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense now working in the red zone. On the move. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
At the 33. First down for the offense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel.